can use breathing to actually improve posture. We'll get longer, we'll get more stable, and we can actually use it to improve balance and walking. Oh, hey there, this is Dr. Evan Osar, just chatting with my buddy Bucky here. I was telling him about the brand new resource we're releasing this weekend. Finally, it's finally done, or I should say it's about to be done, and we're going to release it. We're pre-releasing it right now. Breath for posture, for movement, and for performance. So, welcome to this edition of Integrative Movement Insider. Hey, be welcoming to our community. We appreciate you being part of our community. And today we're going to talk about a brand new resource that we're releasing this coming weekend on breath. As you know, breath training. Hello, Mary Trella. How are you? Good to see you. Breath training or breath is such an important part of posture, of movement, and of performance. Not just to keep us alive, which obviously quite important to stay alive. And I love this quote by James Nestor, the author of the book Breath. He said, "Who can benefit from breath training or breath correcting or correcting breath? Anyone who breathes." And I'm like, that's awesome. He's like, who cannot benefit who will not benefit from breath training? People who don't breathe. So if you're breathing or your clients are breathing, and hopefully they are, then breath training will or can benefit them. The important thing is to understand what breath does. So obviously breath keeps us alive. But more importantly than that, when our clients, or when we help our clients optimize their breathing, so we're not trying to make our clients' breathing perfect. There's no such thing as perfect breathing or perfect posture or perfect movement. What we're trying to do is optimize their breathing, because there is a way to optimize breathing. There's several things you can do to optimize breathing. One, breathe through your nose instead of your mouth. Most of our breathing should be through our nose, because our nose or nasal breathing helps to warm, moisten, and filter the air. It also helps improve the production of nitric oxide, which is an important and valuable vasodilator. So it dilates our blood vessels and helps to deliver the oxygen more efficiently. Nasal breathing also slows our breath down. So the second thing we can do, in addition to breathing through the nose, is slows the breathing rate down. Too many of our clients, many of us, we breathe too rapidly. Mouth breathers, for sure, breathe too shallowly and rapidly. So nasal breathing will also help to slow the breath rate down. So breathing through the nose, slowing the breath rate down, will also improve efficiency, optimize efficiency of breathing. This helps to deliver more oxygen to the lungs, deeper down into the lungs. It helps to slow the heart rate down and helps to slow the blood pressure down as well. Third thing we can do to optimize breathing is to, as we slow down the breath rate, it also helps to prolong the breath. The longer the breath cycle, so each cycle of breathing, the inhalation and the exhalation, the longer the breath cycle is, the more we tap into the parasympathetic nervous system. And as you know, the parasympathetic nervous system is what helps us rest, digest, and ultimately helps all our bodily processes. So the more we extend, so we can breathe in, we generally will teach our clients to breathe in for a count of 2 to 3 seconds. So breathe in through the nose for a count of 2 to 3 seconds, then pause. There's a natural pause when we breathe in and out, so we want to help our clients restore their natural pause in their breathing cycle, which also helps to extend the breathing cycle. So breathe in for 2 to 3 seconds, pause, and then breathe out for twice as long as the inhalation. So breathe out for 4 to 6 seconds. And then pause again. So that way you help your client extend their breath cycle, which slows their heart rate down, slows the blood pressure down, and starts to more efficiently tap into this parasympathetic nervous system. They rest better, they digest better, they'll sleep better, they'll wake more refreshed. And again, that's just optimizing just one key component. There's many other things, many other strategies that you can do to improve breathing. Like, did you know, like when you look at your client's posture and you see a wide infrasternal angle, that's a common sign that our clients aren't breathing well. If we see a red face, another common sign that our client is not breathing well, and they have some pooling of blood in their face, so you'll start to see changes in skin color as well. If you start to see your client, or your client should say, starts to mention that I'm tight all the time, generally speaking, that's a common sign that your client isn't breathing well. So your client is telling you all the time, I'm not breathing well. We just have to recognize the signs of suboptimal breathing strategies. So in this program, this brand new program that we're releasing, we have 7 hours of content. And again, most of the content is information that you can use and apply right away. So you don't have to get through all 7 hours. Some of it is just education for you, for those of you that geek out like my buddy Bucky and I do. We geek out about anatomy, physiology, and the mechanics of breathing. So I give you that information so you understand why we teach and approach breathing the way we do. So you have some evidence when your clients ask you, why should I breathe? I walked in here breathing, I breathe every day of my life. Here's a quick, easy way to share with your clients the importance of breathing. Number one, you can just share with your clients, hey, you've been walking your whole life. Does walking get better just from walking? We know the answer is no. Unless you're purposefully walking and you're working on optimizing the way you walk, none of our clients, or very few of our clients, will walk better, faster, more confidently the older they get. They go slower, their posture drops, their balance drops. So balance doesn't get better either unless we specifically work on it. So in this program, I'm going to share with you additional strategies to help optimize breathing. And more importantly, not just optimize it, but incorporate it. Because it's not just about having your client lie down and just breathe, even though that's important. That's an important part of the process. It's an important part of the retraining process to optimize breathing. You want to help your client also incorporate it into their exercise programs as well as into their everyday life. So in this program, I'll show you how to incorporate breathing into virtually all the fundamental movement patterns. So squatting, lunging, bending, rotating, push, pull, gait, balance, and carry. I'll show you how to incorporate breathing into those patterns so you help marry breathing into functional activity. And that's actually the best way to optimize breathing. And just don't assume that your client is breathing better because they're exercising, because your client is just continuing the habits that they're already using. So if they have suboptimal breathing habits when they exercise, yeah, it's beneficial. We don't want to have our clients stop exercising, not at all, but we want to optimize breathing because otherwise they just perpetuate this suboptimal breathing that they're already doing. So I'll share with you exactly how to incorporate breathing into the exercises, because a lot of programs will look at breathing and they look at it from an energy standpoint, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or, spirituality standpoint, again, nothing wrong with that. In fact, I had a nun, I grew up Catholic, so, I went to Catholic school, in grade school. So we had lots of nuns in our school. And as I got into practice in Evanston, Illinois, so just a northern suburb of Chicago, I had a group of nuns that started to see me. And the one nun, she reported back to me after I'd moved away from that area, opening the practice downtown Chicago. And she wrote me a note and she said to me, thank you for all that you did for me to help me with my back pain and my hip pain and so forth. And especially for the breathing. The breathing actually helped me connect closer to God. And it wasn't super impactful for me at the time, but my wife reminded me of that letter. And when I reread it, I almost literally started crying, because breath is so powerful, even from that standpoint, or say, and in addition to that spiritual connection to God, to spirit, to oneness with the universe, however whatever resonates with you. So you can use it that way. That's not what this program is about. There's lots of other programs about this. This is really more of a biomechanical sort of look at breath and how to use breath to address postural issues. So I have a whole section about how do you use breath to improve posture. I have another section about how to use breath to improve posture, how to incorporate breath to improve rotation and balance. So this way, again, like I said, I want to make sure that this is very applicable information, and this short, most of the segments are very short videos, so you don't have to spend like an hour watching an entire video. And like I said, there's also a lecture portion where I share with you some of the physiology, the mechanics, why we do breathing the way we do, and how you can start to educate your clients. And again, if you geek out in this stuff, you'll definitely geek out in this resource. We've also applied for CEC. So we've applied for CECs through ACE, NASM, and I think NSCA. I think one of those companies, but we'll let you know that information as well. So as soon as they approve us, we'll be able to supply CECs. But more importantly, we want you to have this resource for you so you can use it for yourself. So in the very beginning, the very first videos, after the introduction videos, I'll take you through a self-assessment, the same self-assessments we teach to our clients here in our office, Chicago Integrative Movement Specialists, as well as that we teach in our certification course, the Integrative Movement Specialist Certification Program. So I hope to see you inside the program. If you have any questions about the program, the breath program, like I said, it's about 7 hours of content. I want to give you a complete resource for breath and really using breath to help your clients with posture, address chronic tightness, discomfort, use breath to improve movement, improve all the things that you're already using with success to help you empower yourself and your clients and help to transform more lives with the power of breath. In the program, I'll also share with you Janice's story, my wife's story, and how she used breath. I mean, we did other things besides just breathing, but breath really changed her 20 years of chronic migraine headaches. It was breath, and that's really what started us on this journey, started me on this journey, and showing me the power of breath. She got off all her ibuprofen, over-the-counter medications, and as well as her prescription. She was on birth control pills that stopped her menstrual cycle. She got off all her medications using breath in about 18 months. Pretty crazy. 20 years of migraines, nothing worked for her. She changed the breathing. We changed some other aspects of how she was working out, how she was exercising. And again, off all medications, hasn't been on any medication since 2005. We actually have the last bottle of ibuprofen she bought. So I know this information can help you transform the lives of so many of your clients. Just like it's transformed how we practice with our clients here, it transformed my wife's life, and of course, she's transformed my life as well. So if you have any questions, again, put them next to this video, reach out to us, and we're happy to answer them, and we look forward to seeing you in the breath program. Again, we really enjoyed putting this information together for you. We want to give you a complete resource to help empower you, educate you, and help you enroll more individuals that need, want, and will pay you for your expertise. So thank you for all you do. Thanks for being part of our community. We look forward to seeing you inside this program. And again, continue to be that source of light for your clients. Help to find ways to bring your clients, your community together, and let's go out and change the world. Have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.